He's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And the Patriot first down.
O'Connell to throw. This pass is caught by Scott. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start, offense.
They send him right out of the slot. A 2nd down throw for O'Connell. And a behind, and 3rd down coming up. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Here's O'Connell. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll try the right side with Robinson. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, New England.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Patriots offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. On play action, O'Connell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. In motion now, it's Scott. Off the play fake, it's O'Connell. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's O'Connell. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
The Oilers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Patriots offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they begin, to say the least, in a tremendous spot. 1st and goal from the 2. They go play action. It's O'Connell. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there.
And he will dive into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Patriots. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Oilers offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Back to throw. And at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst-case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They send Jackson, the tight end, in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. C.J. Stroud with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, we head down the turnpike to see what's happening with the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. Jaden Daniels, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, we're out to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Andre Ellington, a touchdown pass in the victory. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. These 2 teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half.
First
and to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the pistol, it's O'Connell. He lets this one go. Looking for Scott.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
From the gun, it's O'Connell. That is hard! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New England. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down yard line. The Oilers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough. And
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Here in the second half, you find yourself trailing late. Every single possession is critical. You can't waste any of them. But now, after that third down sack, got to imagine a punt is coming. The likelihood of a comeback just continues to go down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is O'Connell. A quick throw that's complete on the slant.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he is going to score!